All right, so get this. We're going deep, deep into fan theories, but not just any fan theories. We're talking Yuri on Ice fan theories.
Oh, this is going to be good.
This anime, it's all about figure skating.
Right.
The drama, the passion, all of that.
Mm.
But the theories, these theories,
Right.
they're going to like, I don't know, change how you see the whole show.
I think what gets me is how these theories, they come from those tiny details, those things you don't even notice the first time you watch it.
Yeah.
But when you start to put it all together, it's like, whoa, there's this whole other layer to the story. It's kind of cool.
Okay, so let's just jump right in. Let's talk Victor Nikiforov.
Oh, yeah, Victor.
This guy is a 5-time world champion at the top of his game.
Yeah.
And he just drops everything to coach Yuri Katsuki.
Right. It's like, what?
I mean, Yuri's good, but he was kind of, in a slump.
Yeah, he's having a rough time.
So it doesn't really make sense on the surface, right?
Right.
But there's this theory, and it's a popular one, that Victor sees himself in Yuri, like a younger version of himself.
I can see that.
They both have that natural talent, that passion for skating.
Yeah, and they both have that way of connecting with the audience. It's almost like instinctual.
It's true. Remember that first performance Yuri gives in Hasetsu? Victor was mesmerized.
Totally.
It was like he was seeing something special in Yuri, something that reminded him of himself.
Exactly. Like he saw a younger Victor right there on the ice, and some fans think that's why he decided to coach Yuri.
It's like he wants to give Yuri the guidance that he maybe wished he had.
Yeah, maybe he wants to nurture that talent, help him become even better than he thought possible.
It adds this whole new dimension to their relationship.
Yeah.
It's not just about winning for Victor.
Right, it's deeper than that.
It's more about passing on his legacy, helping Yuri reach that greatness.
And it makes you wonder about Victor's own career. Did he have any regrets? Did he feel pressure to be a certain way, to skate a certain style?
Oh, that's interesting. Do you think he'll ever go back to competing? Or is coaching Yuri enough for him now?
That's a tough one. He seems so happy coaching Yuri.
He does.
And it's like he's rediscovering his love for the sport through Yuri.
Yeah, it's cute.
But there's a part of me, and maybe this is just me, that thinks he can't stay away from competition forever.
You think that pull will be too strong?
I think so, yeah. The ice, the thrill of it all.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
We will.
All right, but let's switch gears for a second. Let's talk about Yuri Katsuki's journey.
Okay, yeah.
He goes from being totally bummed out to, bam, competing in the Grand Prix final.
It's a huge transformation in such a short time, too.
And some fans think that's just the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
They think he's going to be a legend, maybe even win multiple Grand Prix titles.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know, right? It's like he's following in Victor's footsteps, but in his own way.
And blazing his own trail.
Exactly. And remember when he lands that quad Selchow in his Arrows program?
Yeah.
That was a Victor-level move right there.
It was, and he did it with such grace and precision. You could tell Victor's coaching was really paying off.
His technique was incredible. But I think what makes his journey so inspiring, is that he starts out as this talented but kind of insecure skater. And then through hard work and dedication and with Victor there to guide him, he just blossoms.
He becomes this confident and expressive performer. It's amazing.
It really is. It gives me chills just thinking about it.
Me too. You know, it's interesting. Some fans think Yuri might become a coach himself one day.
Really?
Yeah, remember how supportive he was of Fitchett and even Yuri Plisetsky? It's like he has a knack for bringing out the best in other skaters.
I can totally see that. Maybe he'll even coach alongside Victor.
Oh, wow. Imagine that dynamic.
That would be something else. Okay, but before we get ahead of ourselves, let's talk about their relationship right now, because that's where things get really interesting.
Oh, yes, their relationship, it's so complex.
Is it friendship? Is it mentorship? Is it something more? I have my own thoughts, but I want to hear what you think.
Well, there's this one theory. It's a really interesting one. It says that Victor and Yuri's relationship is like a metaphor for figure skating itself.
Oh, tell me more about this.
Okay, so think about it. You have Victor, who's all about the artistry, the grace, the emotion.
He's like a poet on ice, like you said before.
Exactly. And then you have Yuri, who's more focused on the technical side, the jumps, the spins.
He's pushing the limits physically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when they come together, it's like these two essential elements of figure skating are combined, and it's just magical.
I get it. It's like they complete each other, both on and off the ice.
Right. And remember when Victor is choreographing Yuri's Arrows program?
Oh, yeah.
He tells Yuri to really let go, to embrace the emotion of the music.
And Yuri's hesitant at first. He's not sure.
But then he just goes for it. He allows himself to be vulnerable, and the performance, it's so powerful and moving.
You can see the exact moment he realizes that real artistry comes from connecting with his emotions.
And Victor, he helps him get there.
He sees something in Yuri that Yuri doesn't even see in himself, and then he helps him unlock that potential. It's pretty amazing.
It really is, and I think it's a beautiful example of mentorship and growth. Victor might be feeling lost in his own career, but then he rediscovers his passion through coaching Yuri.
And Yuri, with Victor's guidance, he becomes this incredible artist on the ice.
It's like they both go on this transformative journey together.
It makes you think, what if Victor hadn't decided to become Yuri's coach?
Yeah.
Would either of them have reached their full potential?
That's a really good question, and it makes you think about how important human connection is.
Yeah.
It's not just Victor and Yuri, it's Yuri and the other skaters too, like Fishit and Yuri Plisetsky. These relationships, they challenge them, they support them, and ultimately they push them to be better.
It's like this theme that runs through the whole show, that we're all connected and our relationships shape who we are. And speaking of relationships, we can't ignore the elephant in the rink.
What do you mean?
I mean, the romantic subtext between Victor and Yuri,
Oh, yeah,
it sparked so many debates, it's crazy.
It has. I mean, it's never explicitly stated what their relationship is.
Right, but there are all these little moments, these glances, these gestures that make you wonder.
Yeah, like when they're skating together in the moonlight.
Or when Victor ties Yuri's skates and tells him to stay close.
Yeah.
Come on.
Those scenes definitely got the fandom talking.
They did. And I think that ambiguity is intentional. It lets viewers interpret their relationship in their own way, which makes it even more engaging.
And whether you see it as romantic or just a deep platonic bond, you can't deny the chemistry between them.
The way they look at each other, the way they support each other.
That's special.
But, beyond all the debates about their relationship, I think it also says something bigger about acceptance and being true to yourself.
Absolutely. Yuri on Ice celebrates individuality and encourages viewers to embrace who they are no matter what.
It's a powerful message, especially now.
It really is. So whether you see Victor and Yuri as romantic, platonic, or something in between, you can't deny how much their relationship has impacted the show.
Yeah, it's sparked conversations, it's challenged perspectives, and it's left a mark on the anime community.
And speaking of lasting impressions, what about the future of the Yuri on Ice universe? As much as we love the show as it is, don't you ever wonder if there's going to be more?
Okay, let's talk about that. So we've talked about why Victor decided to coach Yuri and how Yuri might actually become a skating legend himself. But now I want to dive into one of the most, debated parts of the show. The relationship between Victor and Yuri.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Is it just professional?
Yeah.
Are they really good friends? Is it something more?
It's the million-dollar question, right?
Right. It's like, yeah. And, one theory that I find really fascinating is that their relationship is like a symbol, a metaphor for figure skating itself.
Really? How so?
Well, think about it. You have Victor. He represents that artistic side of the sport, the grace, the elegance, the storytelling.
Yeah, he's like a poet on ice.
That's it. And then you have Yuri, who's super talented, of course, but he's more focused on the technical stuff, the jumps, the spins.
Pushing the boundaries of what you can do on the ice.
Yeah, he's all about the technical skill. And so when they come together, it's like those two essential elements of figure skating, they're combined.
It's like they complete each other, right?
Yes, both on and off the ice. And remember that scene where Victor is choreographing Yuri's Eros program?
Oh, I love that scene.
He tells Yuri to really let go, to feel the music.
Yeah, to be sensual, to be emotional.
Right. And Yuri, at first, he's like, I don't know about this.
He's not sure if he can do it.
Yeah, but then he just does it. He lets go. And the performance, it's so powerful.
You can see the moment it clicks for him that true artistry comes from connecting with those emotions, not just nailing the technical stuff.
And Victor, he's the one who helps him get there.
He sees something in Yuri that Yuri doesn't even see in himself, and then he helps him bring it out. It's really amazing.
It is. And I think it's a great example of, mentorship and growth. Victor might be a little lost in his own career, but he finds a new purpose in coaching Yuri.
And Yuri, he blossoms into this amazing artist on the ice, all thanks to Victor's guidance.
They both go on this incredible journey together. It makes you wonder what would have happened if Victor hadn't become Yuri's coach.
Oh, that's interesting. Would they have reached their full potential without each other?
Yeah, it's a good question, and it really highlights the power of connection.
Totally. And it's not just Victor and Yuri, it's Yuri and the other skaters like Fishit and Yuri Plisetsky.
It's true.
They all push each other to be better, they support each other, they challenge each other. Those relationships are so important.
They really shape who they are, both as skaters and as people. And speaking of relationships, we can't avoid talking about the, I don't know how to say this,
What is it?
the romantic undertones between Victor and Yuri.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's the one everyone wants to talk about.
It sparked so many debates in the fandom. It's crazy.
It has. The show never explicitly states what their relationship is, so everyone has their own interpretation.
Right, but there are all these little hints, these glances, these moments that make you wonder.
Like when they're skating together under the moonlight.
Yes. Or when Victor ties Yuri's skates and tells him to stay close.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
Okay, I see your point. I think those scenes were definitely meant to get people talking.
I think so too. And honestly, I kind of love that they left it open to interpretation. It allows viewers to connect with the story in a way that feels personal.
Yeah, you can see it as romantic or platonic, and either way, it works. But no matter how you see it, the chemistry between them is undeniable.
It's electric. The way they look at each other, the way they support each other, it's really special.
It is, and I think beyond the whole are they a couple or not debate, their relationship also says something important about acceptance and being true to yourself.
Oh, absolutely. Yuri on Ice is all about celebrating who you are, regardless of societal expectations.
It's a message of embracing individuality, and I think that's why it resonates with so many people.
Especially in today's world. So, yeah, whether you view Victor and Yuri's relationship as romantic, platonic, or somewhere in between, you can't deny its impact.
It's sparked conversations, challenged perspectives, and it's left a lasting impression on the anime community, for sure.
It really has. And speaking of lasting impressions, let's shift gears a bit and talk about the future of the Yuri on Ice universe. I mean, as much as we love the show we have, don't you ever wonder if there's going to be more?
Oh, all the time. The ending was satisfying, but there's so much potential for more stories.
Right, like what happens next for Yuri and Victor?
Yeah.
What about the other skaters? There's so much we could explore. Okay, so we've talked a lot about Victor, about Yuri, about their relationship. But what about the future of the whole Yuri on Ice universe? Do you think there's more to this story?
Well, the ending definitely felt like there could be more, like it wasn't totally over. I mean, Yuri doesn't win the Grand Prix final, but he's still got that fire. He wants to keep going.
Yeah, he realizes it's not the end, it's just the beginning in a way.
And Victor, well, he's found something he's really good at, something
Yeah.
that makes him happy, you know? Coaching Yuri, it's like he's rediscovering his own passion for skating, but through Yuri.
So there's definitely room for a sequel, right?
Mhm.
We could see Yuri training even harder, maybe even like attempting a quad axel.
A quad axel, that would be insane.
Right. Can you imagine? And Victor would be right there with him, pushing him to go even further than he thought possible.
It would be so intense watching them train, seeing the pressure of competitions, and their relationship. How would it hold up under all that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, Victor still wants to compete himself, right? So how would they balance that? Would it cause problems?
That's a lot to think about. And what about the other characters, like Yuri Plisetsky? He's so talented, so ambitious. I'd love to see him get even better. Maybe finally land that quad lutz.
Or maybe he finally finds a coach who gets him, who can help him reach his full potential.
Maybe he even ends up training with Yuri Katsuki. Can you imagine that? The two of them pushing each other, the rivalry, the trash talk. It would be amazing.
Oh my God, that would be pure entertainment. But what about Fichit? Everyone loves Fichit.
I know, right? He's such a sweetheart. And his dream of bringing figure skating to Thailand, it's so inspiring.
I'd love to see a spin-off that focuses on him. Like maybe he opens a skating academy in Thailand.
Oh, I love that idea. He could be mentoring these young skaters, sharing his love for the sport, and who knows, maybe he'll inspire a whole new generation of Thai figure skaters.
That'd be amazing. And think about the impact. It could be huge.
It would be great to see more skating styles and traditions from different parts of the world.
Yeah, Yuri on Ice already does a great job of showing how global figure skating is. But a spin-off focusing on Fichit could really take it to the next level.
It would be really cool. And maybe we could even get storylines for some of the other characters too, like Chris or Guang Hong or Leo.
Right. It'd be great to see them get a chance to shine. And what about the music?
Oh, the music. Yuri on Ice has such an incredible soundtrack. I could listen to it all day.
I know. Imagine the amazing music and choreography we could get in a sequel or spin-off.
It would be epic. And the voice actors, oh my God, they're all so good. I'd love to hear them reprise their roles.
Me too. They brought the characters to life, you know? And maybe we'd even get some new voices added to the mix.
That would be awesome. So yeah, even though there's nothing official yet, the possibilities are endless.
It really feels like the Yuri on Ice story isn't over. And even if we never get a sequel or a spinoff, the fandom is so creative, so passionate. I bet they'll keep coming up with their own stories and art for years to come.
Yeah, the fandom is incredible. They're keeping the spirit of the show alive, and that's really special.
And I think it shows how much Yuri on Ice touched people. It created this world that feels real, relatable, and full of possibility. And even though the series is over, the journey continues in the hearts and minds of the fans.
That's such a beautiful way to put it. And it's something to celebrate, you know? So, yeah, while we wait and hope for more Yuri on Ice, let's just keep exploring this amazing world, keep sharing our theories, keep the passion alive.
I love that. It's been so fun exploring these fan theories with you. What I really love about Yuri on Ice is that it makes you think, makes you feel, and it lets you interpret the story in your own way.
Totally. It's a show that celebrates being yourself, both on and off the ice. And that's a message that's always going to be important.
So to everyone listening, keep the Yuri on Ice love alive. Keep those skates sharp and keep those imaginations going. And who knows, maybe someday we'll be back here talking about a brand new season and all the new fan theories that come with it.
Fingers crossed. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
And until next time, keep believing in the power of passion, dedication, and finding your